Hey everyone, thanks for clicking. I just wanted to go over my thoughts and opinions on Modern Warfare 2 and where it's heading. Before I go in depth, I briefly want to explain my history for those of you who don't know. I'm a lifelong gamer at 24 years old. I started playing Call of Duty in particular when I was around 9 to 10 years old. That was with COD 3 at a swap meet that my grandma used to work at. Eventually, I saved up for the OG Modern Warfare 1 and Modern Warfare 2, and have been addicted ever since. I spent the first 10 years or so of that time playing on controller, hitting shots like this, and the remainder on mouse and keyboard. I average around a 2 to 3 KD in recent titles and around a 70% win-loss ratio. Not a top tier content creator level by any means, but I'd like to think that makes me a veteran of the franchise still. Now, I'm not saying all this to gloat, but rather to express my history with this IP. Call of Duty is not just a game for me, but a true passion. I want nothing more than to see it grow into the best version of itself. That being said, I believe for every 2 steps forward, Activision is taking 1 step back. The 2 biggest things about this game that come to people's mind and go kind of hand in hand are movement and SBMM. Now, I'm not saying SBMM is entirely dictated by movement or vice versa. A few things I noticed about movement is the dramatic decrease in speed of everything from jump ADS to sprint ADS to even regular ADS. Everything has been slowed down, which definitely alters gameplay. This can be argued as a good thing, but reduced movement objectively lowered the mechanical skill ceiling in an attempt to nerf better players. This is essentially Activision shooting a large portion of their dedicated players in the foot. In Modern Warfare 2019, all the movement tech that everybody complained about was there in the game and available for everyone to use. The good players that wanted to do whatever they can to increase their survival, even if only by a fraction, took the time to learn how to abuse the movement tech. Unfortunately, when little Timmy gets home from 5th grade or his older dad gets off work, they get on COD and they play a couple games and they get dropped by some 15 to 22-year-old. I understand that's not a fun experience, and I agree for some individuals the argument can definitely be made for a protected bracket. Activision is basically attempting to do the impossible. They're trying to cater to everyone. And if you look anywhere online, you'll notice that that's basically impossible. There are ways you can attempt to do it without hindering others. In a perfect world, there would be a ranked playlist, which would be the only playlist to employ a form of skill-based matchmaking where it ranks individuals based on performance, win-loss, objective, etc. That would have proper visible ranks and rewards similar to what is hinted to come. Next to that would be a quick play playlist with non-CDL rulings and no SBMM. That would also naturally mean no disbanding lobbies in quick play, as no one would need to change their SBMM stat. Of course, that would be a good idea, and Activision would never do that. As far as audio goes, I feel like they changed a lot from the beta. Back then, the audio was crazy. You didn't need a UAV because you basically heard the dude breathing from like 60 yards away. Now, it just happens all too often where someone sneaks up on me without daddy and they make like zero audio. It just feels like they went on either side of the spectrum and they can't find some happy middle ground. To be fair, I think that whatever values that they had for fee or kind of audio in general for MW 2019 was honestly perfect. It allowed for skilled players to localize their enemy's position if they knew and understand like the audio cues. Still not entirely sure how I feel about this, but don't really think I'm leaning towards a more positive side. That's because of how perks change the way that this game is played. For example, the first like 6 to 9 minutes of every single game, every player will show up when a UAV is active, since it's literally impossible to have Ghost active prior to that. This sucks because now it makes counter UAV a 5 kill streak an easier and faster way of getting Ghost than the actual perk Ghost. Now, because UAV and counter UAVs are so powerful, everyone literally has them equipped along with score streaks, since they can get score every single time a teammate gets a kill with these, which means a majority of the players are running UAV, counter UAV, and then one big kill streak like a chopper gunner or AC-130. This is another way that the game is catering to a more casual audience, force feeding them information of other people's locations early on just to help them build their momentum. I know this sounds like a lot of complaining, but one area where Activision did step forward, in my opinion, is the weapon camo and like attachment unlock system. Huge fan of this, as it made the grind for the ultimate camos much more obtainable, yet still a grind and rewarding. This also makes the battlefield feel a lot less stale, as like not everyone is using the same weapons. Many people are playing with guns they otherwise would have never touched, and in some cases finding out they actually like the guns. TTK feels good, but here's a hot take. I think it could be faster. Many weapons in Modern Warfare 2019 could 2-tap like the Uzi with upgrading the damage rounds. It made taking on groups of people more possible, as not everyone is sponging bullets from you. Of course, the inverse is also applicable, meaning if I took on a big group in MW 2019, it still felt rewarding because any one of those people could have also 2-tapped me with the SMG. Barracks, leaderboards, theater mode system, and hardcore mode. Can you believe we had all of that on release for Black Ops 2 for $60 in 2012? Here we are, decade later, without any of it, 2 weeks in. Now, I understand that all of it, or most of this, is coming with Season 1, and I'm very happy about that. I'm looking forward to it. However, you still won't have a theater mode, and a lot of this is coming really late, if you ask me. I don't know. Just my 2 cents. 1v1 modes are really, really important, I feel like, for the Modern Warfare franchise. They've been in basically every single game for Modern Warfare. I saw that Shipment and Shoot House are coming, and I'm very excited to be playing those again. However, I feel like the best thing that the original titles had were things like Cage Match in Modern Warfare 1, or Team Tactical in Modern Warfare 2. And in Modern Warfare 3, we even had Face-Off mode, which was sick because it had 1v1s, 2v2s, and 3v3s. I just feel like there's a really good portion of Modern Warfare players that would love to see these kinds of modes return to the playlists in Modern Warfare 2, 2022. Unfortunately, there's a lot of game-breaking bugs. Some bugs that absolutely ruin the experience of this game. I think the worst one is people running around with a stupid riot shield trying to get the VTOL and the chopper gun to shoot them just so that they can go invincible. Basically just playing with a dude with God mode in your lobby, like actually unfair. Also, I don't know if it's just me or what, but there's like countless times where I'll put a Tac Insert down and dude, it legit breaks within like seconds. Like there's nobody around me, no explosions, and it's gone. Just breaks.
No, the bot killed me.
It's bots or something else.
Enemy UAV overhead. Counter UAV destroyed.
Wait, what happened to my Tac Insert? I was just about to spawn on it, and then it just spawned me all the way over here.
Drop point set. Reloading. Your tactical insertion was destroyed.
Bro, what?
Also, servers are absolutely dog. Like, I literally play on a wired connection, and I'm getting clips like this all the time.
Fuck you.
Tossing a decoy. Our perimeter's compromised. Fall back. Friendly SAE launch. Wait, what?
What?
Reloading. Secured full objectives. Securing Bravo. Objective Bravo is compromised. Take it back. Throwing Semtex.
I don't want this video to go on forever and just be me ranting, but these are definitely a few things that really stand out to me as a longtime COD player. I know that Call of Duty is basically a beginner's FPS game and not comp like Valorant or CSGO, but that doesn't mean that it can't be played hard like it is. Like, when I go to the park and I play basketball for fun, I know I'm not going to get into the NBA, but I also know that I want to give it my all and get as good as I can so that I can win. I don't know. Hopefully you guys can understand where I'm coming from. Thank you guys for listening to my TED Talk. Please share your thoughts and opinions in the comments. I read them all, and I would love to hear what you guys think. This is also a new kind of video for me. If you guys think this is nice, please let me know because I enjoy making content like this. Y'all have a great rest of your day and get some dubs. Peace.
Septo's a bitch.